Specific tools are needed to complete this installation. Have them ready before beginning. The hex key is supplied. Specific parts are included for assembly. Follow the installation instructions and verify that all parts are included. This cabinet is intended for use in a garage. The maximum weight limit is 50 pounds for each shelf. The maximum weight limit is 300 pounds for the cabinet. Warning: excessive weight hazard. Use 2 or more people to move, assemble, or install cabinet. Failure to do so can result in back or other injury. As you assemble the cabinet, make sure the edges with the holes are facing up. Place side panel on a flat, firm surface so that the edge with the holes is lining up. Insert the cabinet top between the edges of the side panel. Align the holes and attach the top to the side panel using hex head bolts. Do not tighten completely. Position the other side panel so that the top is between the edges of the panel. Align the holes and attach the top to the side using hex head bolts. Do not tighten completely. Insert the cabinet bottom between the edges of the side panels. Align the holes and attach the bottom to the side panels using hex head bolts. Do not tighten completely. Align the holes and attach the bottom to the side panels using hex head bolts and 3 5/16" flange nuts. Align the holes and attach the top to the side using hex head bolts and 3 5/16" flange nuts. After the frame is assembled, attach the back panel starting at the top of the cabinet with the back panel AAA and work down to the cabinet bottom. Each back panel will overlap the panel below. Slide the top of the second panel under the bottom of the first back panel. Fasten the second panel to the cabinet sides. Repeat these steps for the remaining back panels. Attach the bottom panel to the cabinet bottom. Completely tighten all back panel screws starting with the sides and continuing with the top, middle, and bottom. Using the provided hex key, completely tighten all cabinet bolts and nuts. Using 2 people, flip the cabinet over so that the front side is facing up. Fasten the 2 bolts at each corner of the cabinet frame and completely tighten. The leveling legs only need to be installed if you are not mounting the cabinet on Gladiator gear wall panels or gear track channels. Screw a leveling leg in each of the 4 rivet nuts located on the corners of the cabinet. Using 2 people, stand the cabinet upright. The next step is to install the shelves inside the cabinet. The center shelf magnet should be on the left side and facing out when installed, so that the door closure will make contact with the shelf and the door will lock. The other 2 shelves may be installed where desired. Place the center shelf so that the 2 tabs in the shelf ends are aligned with a pair of slots in the middle of the cabinet sides. Insert the shelf into the cabinet so that the lower end is directly above the desired slots and push the shelf down into place behind the side slots. Lower the raised end so that it is directly above the desired slots and push the shelf down. Repeat these steps for the upper and lower shelves. The magnets for these shelves should be located on the right-hand side and facing out. The shelves can be removed and repositioned at any time. The last step in assembly of the cabinet is to install the doors. The door with the lock assembly should be installed on the right-hand side of the cabinet. Door hinges are designed with keyhole slots on the top and bottom so the door will hang on the cabinet while you are fastening the screws. Start Phillips head screws in both the top and bottom holes on each side of the cabinet. Hang the right-hand side door from the top and bottom screws and hand tighten. Install the middle 4 screws through the door hinge into the cabinet and hand tighten. Using two people, move the cabinet into place. Check that the cabinet is level and adjust the leveling legs if needed. The jumbo cabinet can be mounted to gear wall panels or gear track channel. In order to do this, you must attach the mounting bracket to the back of the cabinet.